Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm David Sokol with Violet Hausthor and Mark Sherry. This is our 16th pairing show, going way back over the last couple of years. I think it's show number 144 altogether. Anyway, we just played you Rain Check by Misery Quilts and paired it up with the wonderful classic Blue Sky by the Allman Brothers from Eat a Peach. Before that, you heard Prime Directive by Rocco Desgres, and I love it, The Model by Kraftwerk. This is their 2009 remastered version of a song that originally came out, I think, back in 1978.
Yeah, off of Man Machine. Let's talk about Kraftwerk. Because, I mean, it's Kraftwerk. If you spend any time in electronic music spaces, you've probably heard the name many, many, many times. Back in the mid to late 70s and even early 80s, we see them as one of the primary influencers of what electronic music can be, what popular electronic music can look like. They're out of Germany, but they basically pioneered the modern sensibilities of what synth pop and electro pop and stuff like that can be. A lot of electronic music genres would not exist without Kraftwerk. They are major, major, major hits. They invented various musical instruments and bits of musical tech. They built their own vocoders. Very, very, very influential and very, very good with sound.
Yeah, and they really made music into a total art form by, bringing in visuals and robotics and performance art.
Yeah,
So,
they did a lot of fun stuff with their albums. And I mean, The Model is probably their biggest, most pop-friendly hit, but it's also one that I like it. It's a good song. And so I paired that up with Rocco Desgres doing Prime Directive. They're out of Northampton, Massachusetts, singer and synthesizer player of the band Moving Day. And it's such a wonderful song. I really love the sound design on this one. It's so funky and analog and delightful. And the lyrics are so smart.
Great pairing. Yeah, really great pairing. They both obviously are, synth-based music, and it has that, sort of similar dreamy sound as well. And the Prime Directive.
Yeah, it's a really good lyric.
I learned what a Prime Directive was. I'd heard the term, but I'd forgotten what it was. So Star Trek references and all.
Yeah, classic. And I mean, a lot of the production of this song, from what they say, the songs are recorded with tapes on damaged tape players and using almost entirely analog equipment. Really crunchy, really old school. And that's what makes it so beautiful. And that's what makes it sound a little bit like Kraftwerk to me.
Yeah. And your next pairing, our last pairing of the show, you paired my favorite song of all time.
Look, I didn't plan on that, but yeah.
But you
Allman
did.
Brothers, come on.
And Blue Sky to me is the ultimate in music. And when they enter the guitar solo in Blue Sky, I just enter a different world. It's just
it is a wonderful, wonderful song, unquestionably one of their best.
And it's a great pairing with Misery Quilts, Rain Check afterwards. Everything in that song, besides the guitar solo, pairs perfectly well. And so if you just cut half that song, I love
their licks, but yeah, it's a bit of a shorter tune, but I think it works very well for that. It has some really tasteful licks, especially on the slide guitar. They're a band out of East Hampton, Massachusetts, and it's really just three people basically doing a wide range of different instruments on this album. And I think that gives it such a focused sound without sacrificing any of the lushness in the arrangement.
It feels like kind of like there's a melding of country, but also with Southern rock kind of at the same time, which makes it sort of a perfect fit with the Allman song.
And it's got its own modern sensibilities too. It's got a bit of a 90s indie twist as well, I can hear.
Yeah.
And I don't want to let us pass by the guitar solo in Blue Sky without at least mentioning that I really believe that is, to me, the best guitar solo I have ever heard, period. Both technically, and it has, to me, so much feeling. It just expresses to me what the guitar, the electric guitar is as an instrument and what it can do. What a great tune to include and to put in for our last pairing.
When you put Dickie Betts' style and Duane Allman's together, what you get is more than the sum of their parts. It's an amazing sound. It sounds unlike anything else you could hear on the radio at that point.
Yeah, when you put those double leads in there of Dickie Betts and Duane Allman playing, you just can't beat that.
And yet, I honestly think the Misery Quilt song stands on its own next to it. No question.
Yeah, it's a great tune. Nice, really nice harmonies. And I'm sure we'll be seeing more of Mystery Quilts in the future.
Yeah, 3 vocalists. It's really good.
Anyway. And they invoke the word clear blue sky in the song.
Yeah. So, thank you for visiting with us. We hope you enjoyed some great original music from West New England artists. I'm Violet Hausthor, here this week with David Sokol and Mark Sherry. Thank you both.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music, and to promote the extended West New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances. If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it, and like New Music Alliance and the Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential West New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from West New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate your making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor. If you're a local West New England musician and like to have your original music considered to be on a show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. Join us next week for more great tunes from West New England artists. And as always, until next week, please stay safe and keep
on
rockin'.
Yeah. Let's have Charles and Caliph Neville take us out today with African Eyes.